production.
Forcing consumers to adapt to competitive conditions.
Mode of production.
Liquidation of all cultural and social value.
We need to basically recognize that what the banks are doing to citizens like Jane here is really criminal activity.
You got that right.
It's not only myself facing this kind of a situation,
right.
And there are millions of people are in the same position.
Unless we as activists take things in our own hands, it's not going to change. And what's happening elsewhere, things that are worse in other cities, are going to happen in Seattle.
We're here with the candidate. Do you have a comment for us?
Oh, this is a moment of victory. We should enjoy it, and I hope everyone comes to participate in the rally.
Well, congratulations.
To you too. Thank you for supporting.
Indeed.
Thank you, Chris.
Jane Mayer, how are you?
Very good. I'm very happy to celebrate with my friends for Kshama Sawant.
Many of us housing advocates and mortgage industry professionals have supported Kshama Sawant and vice versa over the years. And now I started making short videos about her the minute that I met her. And she and other council members and candidates attended our 2013 Housing Forum. Now, she maintains her commitment as she reminds us in this short film that she does not take corporate money, in contrast to many of her peers. Join us as we move forward to the new vista. Suing mortgage electronic registration services for systemic fraud that could pay for all of the city's homelessness agenda and feed needy school children and pay their teachers, just as they've done in Multnomah County.
Everybody knows we live in a wealthy and prosperous city. The city is home to some of the most prominent high-tech multinational corporations like Amazon.com. And for wealthy people and people with very high salaries, people in the 1%, all of this is working out wonderfully. For the rest of us, the city is fast becoming unaffordable.
My question to all of you would be, can we have your commitment that you will thoroughly investigate each of these avenues and put something in motion before the end of next year?
Part of the problem is that there's two rules of law, one for people of lower socioeconomic value and one for the corporations. The corporations are able to file their paperwork and their deeds of trust, and these are accepted as factual documents and go unchallenged by the court. We could simply audit our own county records and make sure that these chains of assumption are legal. They are often not. MERS system right now, which is totally illegal within our state, but yet these foreclosures go on.
As John Grant said, if you think about all the sweetheart deals that big developers are getting, which is many, many more times those $10 million, getting money from big corporations. I haven't, so I'm not divided. But at the same time, I can't make it happen alone.
Reducing all human effort through capital and commodity.
Mode of production.
Undermining the solidarity of all people.
We want to look at prevention. So far, most of what we've been hearing is band-aids on a gushing arterial wound.
They deny you your modification because the sun just came out. I mean, it's almost that ridiculous. I have a file right now that they want to deny the modification because she signed in blue ink instead of black ink. I'm not kidding you.
The borrower needs to know who they're supposed to be negotiating with. You right? The note has to go first, and the deed of trust is simply incident to that transfer. If you just get transferred the deed of trust, you got nothing. They've totally obfuscated who actually owns what, depriving Ms. Pardo of her ability to actually negotiate with the note holder and come to some agreement.
Originally, the note holder was the
Land Home,
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then Land Home assigned it allegedly to who?
We have no idea.
Oh.
That's the problem. That's why we're here to get discovery, to figure out what happened. As we allege, they go into the MERS system, which is designed, or at least as a part of it, as a function of its design, to obscure who actually owns what.
Today we're here to support Kshama and her efforts.
Yeah, I'm really glad that she's come on board, and we just need the rest of the council members to do so.
Well, Nick has been there too, but I encourage the rest of
so.
Sure. And she's dedicated to fighting the banks.
Yes.
And we're not fighting them, but just trying to expose their corruption.
Expose the corruption.
And I believe, based on my knowledge of her, that she's going to continue on that path and do everything she can.
Oh, for sure.
You know, similar to encouraging council and King County recorder D's to sue, as they did in Multnomah County, sue MERS.
Exactly. We need them to sue MERS just like Multnomah. And we also just need them to send a letter. Kshama's wanting them to send a letter to the legislature. And I don't know why they're being blocked. It's just a simple letter showing we have corruption in the land records.
When we did a campaign to reset Seattle, and we took a lot of the councilmen, also a lot of people from the city office, in front of a lot of the houses being foreclosed on. We had to put this sign out. They came onto the bus to tell their story.
And where were you?
We were down at the south, kind of Rainier Beach, in that area. And we also passed by the house of Phyllis Walsh, which committed suicide.
Of course, we remember, Michelle and I had that forum with SAFE a couple of years ago, where city council came and they said a lot of good things, and we didn't see a whole lot of action after that.
No, and Bruce Harrell, my own city councilman, was on that very bus.
Yes.
Including Lori Olson, which is the director of housing. And then Nick Licata was on it. So there were several people on it. But that was in 2013, so not much has happened from there.
Honor of somebody who committed suicide because of an eviction.
Hi, I'm Karen Pooley, and I am a part of Washington Housing Justice Network. And we want to take today to honor a man who fought a vicious battle against the banks. He committed suicide rather than being evicted. And I want to thank Kshama Sawant and Lisa Herbold also for their valiant efforts to expose the corruption in our land records. I want you all to call your council members, because we have an audit has showed that there are massive corruption in the land records, which is leading to unlawful foreclosures. And Kshama and Lisa have been valiant fighters against this corruption, but they're being we have asked for a letter to be sent to the legislature, and the other council members are blocking this. So please call and let them know that we want. We have $4.1 million sitting there that the banks owe. They owe now, and the reason that they're not, paying for this. We don't need federal funds. We have it here. So please, call your council member and urge them to stand with Kshama, stand with Lisa Herbold, and start a lawsuit against, just like the Multnomah County did, and they received $4.1 million. We can do it too. $9 million. We can do it too.
I'm sorry, what?
But you just take it off the tripod though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No tripods.
Okay. Thanks. Stupid rules, version 694.